Hello, my name is Antonio, and today we are going to see noun clauses, but through the process, through the method, demonstrator or coach style. This method consists in the formal authority role while allowing the teachers to demonstrate the experience by showing students what they need to learn. So this topic needs this method to develop what they have to know about the noun clauses. So the teacher will be the guide to explain everything about that topic and will be um, the person who explain, the person who give the practice and everything. In this section, the student will learn about these things. A noun clause is a clause that can be used in the same way as a noun. A noun clause begins with a noun clause connector. A noun clause has the same word order as a statement, no questions. What will be the students develop? What is the noun clause? How do you identify the noun clause? Tricks, about what they have to know, uses of the noun clauses, and a little practice if you want as a teacher. But I recommend that you must put a practice. Noun clause. A noun clause has a subject and a verb. It is used as a subject or object in a sentence. A noun clause is a dependent clause that works like a noun. You can find it as a subject, subject complement, object or preposition, do or eo, direct object or indirect object. So, as a guide, you have to explain everything about what is the concept, because the students don't know. So, subject or verb, you can identify what he said was true. So the teacher will be say like, what he said is the noun clause, is the subject of the verb. It's a noun clause in this sentence. Another is that you should say surprise me. So you find the subject and the verb that you should. As a subject complement, we have he's a nice person. So a nice person will be the subject complement, because after we have is linking verb. She was the president of Costa Rica. It will the same because we have was, so it's the linking verb. It refers at the same person. Object of preposition. Pay careful attention to what I'm going to say. So as the last one, we have something before. It is a preposition. So before a preposition, we have I am going to say. What I'm going to say is the object preposition. I'm excited about new computer. About my new computer will be the sentence. As a direct object, we have he said that he won't go. So you ask what he said, that he won't go. So you guide the student. Tell me where you left. Where you left will be the direct object. Indirect object, we have him, whoever writes the best essay. So who is you ask to whom. The second one, how can we identify a noun clause? Usually a noun clause is introduced by subordinated conjunctions. So you can drive in a Blackboard the list that introduce a noun clause. And how we know, relative pronoun. So it's important to have this list in your mind or in your notebook and give to the students, because if not, they were lost. One trick that we can give them is replace the noun clause with something. So for example, if you can substitute the word someone or something for this clause, for a clause in a sentence, it is a noun clause. So something, whatever you want for dinner is fine with me, but if you substitute the noun clause with something, works. So something is fine with me, so it will be for things. This magic spell will bring whoever uses it great wealth. So if you substitute whoever uses it for someone, it will work. And the uses of noun clause after some verbs and adjective to report what someone has said or asked, to include a question in a statement. This is a little practice that you can guide the students, because the practice will be the result of what you were teach. So it will be fine if you can give them 2 more practice, or 3, I guess, because they, as you know, if you practice and practice, you will be professional in the theme, in the subject. So in this practice, the student will be identify the noun clauses in the sentence. Number 1, why can we just make whoever is qualified part of this theme? So the student will identify the noun clauses in the sentence. Why can we just make whoever? It will be the noun clause. The second one, who only the individual involved can decide whatever he or she will try out of the team. So it will be the noun clause, and so on. Well, I hope that this introduction in this method will be successful in your teaching. I have a very good experience with this topic, and I hope that you enjoyed as well as me. Thank you for attention and have a nice day.